It's your boy Crypto Blood. How you guys doing today? Just real quick, late video today, but I still wanted to get one out to you guys. Share my thoughts, my 2 Satoshis on Equifax. So that's pretty much what I'll be talking about today. 2 separate things regarding Equifax, but man, I'm sure you guys heard the Equifax hack. 143 million people were actually affected, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably US citizens. So that's a large chunk of the working class or working population in America. Amazing, just absolutely amazing. And this goes to the point, and I was talking to a friend of mine about security. I'm not a security expert, but I mean I'm in IT, and I do kind of understand a little bit about security. And this one thing to me it stands out for me. Security is an asymmetrical relationship to hackers. So security teams, systems, so call it, whatever, you know, so on and so forth. These systems only can protect so many outcomes against so many different outcomes. So they have a limited universe of what they can protect against. On the other hand, you've got an unlimited universe or possibilities on the hacker side to exploit vulnerabilities within a system, within the infrastructure. So and I'll talk about this later in the video, but I think there is some technologies that we're seeing, and it kind of pertains to blockchain that will help mitigate these issues in the future. But those security IT specialists and firms have a tough job, man. There are an unlimited amount of ways to hack into a system, and they are kind of constrained to the universe of what they know and what to hack against, or protect against, I should say. But this the first part is not actually about the hack. It's about some insider trading that an article that I saw about this whole situation. So apparently $17.8 million was actually sold by 3 stakeholders of Equifax, like 3 days before the actual hack was announced. I don't know if it was before the hack, but I think it was just 3 days before the hack was announced. So that's pretty bad. They're going to be up there hanging with Martha Stewart in a couple months, because that to me is definitely insider trading. They acted upon information that was not publicly known, and they're in huge trouble, I would assume, unless you're Corzine or someone with big money and political ties, right? The rules can always be rewritten, and the flagpole can always be changed and moved. That's just how it is here in America and around the world, actually. It's unfortunate, but we need to figure out a way as people to change this. But I'm gonna read from this article. So 3 Equifax investors sold $17.8 million in shares days before the company announced it had suffered one of the biggest hacks in history. I think it is the biggest hack that we know of, at least in history. As Reuters reports, Friday, the shares sold 3 days after Equifax knew of the hack, and it was as yet not clear whether these transactions were part of a prearranged sales plan. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Come on now. That's huge coincidence, and I don't really particularly believe in coincidences. So that's some insider trading going on there. What do you guys think about that? And what do you guys think about insider trading in general. Like, I can't stand the SEC, the CFTC, all these regulatory agencies that supposedly that we pay for out of our own pockets, taxpayer dollars, that we pay for, supposedly are protecting us, the citizens, while they allow Congress, they allow, you know, Congress to do insider trading. They're immune to the whole insider trading thing. I actually found that out maybe about a year and a half ago. I did not know that you know, our congressmen can actually do insider trading and not get in trouble for it. So what do you guys think about this Equifax insider trading deal? Well, I'm calling it an insider trade. It goes on all the time. These, you know, we only hear about the ones that get caught. Just imagine how much insider trading goes on that never is found out, you know, is never uncovered. So that was that part of the whole Equifax deal that I thought I would bring up and highlight. The second part is the actual Equifax hackers. They put a statement out, and essentially, so the hackers have made a ransom demand, stating on the dark web site that they will delete the data for a ransom payment of 600 Bitcoin, BTC. Worth approximately $2.6 million as of today. The demand said that if they don't receive the funds from Equifax by September 15th, they will publicize the data. I actually think they're not asking for enough, to be honest with you. 143 million people, personal credit data, man. They could easily get $20-30 million for that. Easily. But hey, you know, they're asking for 2.6 million. So let's see what happens with that, if they actually get the money. I wish they would have asked for like Monero or something like that, giving Bitcoin a bad rap again. You know CNBC and all those, the pundits are going to run with this. See, this is why Bitcoin, we need, you know, and even the government is going to run with this. And hell, it may have been the government that did it. Who knows? We never know with these guys. So that's what they're asking for. And so in the ransom demand, the hacker said this. This is pretty interesting that they said this. We are two people trying to solve our lives and those of our families. So it sounds like they're not, their English isn't too good, but this is direct quote. We did not expect to get as much information as we did, nor do we want to affect any citizen, but we need to monetize the information as soon as possible. So the hackers did say that should they be forced to publicize the data, they would retain the credit card numbers, indicating that they would intend to sell or utilize those for additional profits. This hack has created a stir, especially after it was revealed that the three Equifax executives sold almost 18 million in stocks days before. So those execs are, like I told you, are going to be in some deep trouble. I tell you, I'm pretty sure of it. They should have been smart enough to know that they can't do that type of stuff. I mean, duh. $18 million sold out of nowhere right before you announce the biggest hack that ever happened in the world. Come on, man. Let me know your thoughts about this whole Equifax deal. And what I wanted to say that I said I would talk about at the beginning of this video regarding the Equifax whole thing and security. As I've stated, security is a tough industry to be in because you're you're trying to protect against an unlimited number of attack vectors. You know, you only know as far as from the security standpoint, they only know of so many. Their universe of possibilities is finite. They're trying to protect against an infinite number of attack vectors, because hackers are all day. They're just trying different things, trying to attack, trying to penetrate the firewalls and encryptions set up by these IT departments. And they have a tough job, and I don't know if it'll ever be a symmetrical relationship. I think it'll always be asymmetrical, where the hackers have an upper hand. Though I do think cryptography is getting better, and you know, with the advent of Bitcoin and a newer application of cryptography using the blockchain and such, we may see better solutions for this and going forward in the future. So I'm excited about the future as far as IT security goes, and we'll see what happens. You know, on another note, as far as cryptography goes, it is the future. It truly is the future. Everything will be based around cryptography. Our money, as we see with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But also, you know, I think there will be a big boom in cryptography, crypto jobs. I speak at different events and at schools and stuff all the time, to talk to kids about careers and in IT. And you know, I'm a web developer, but that, you know, I tell kids all the time, the web development, and you guys should kind of, if you have kids out there and you want them to focus on a STEM career or industry, tell them about cryptography and getting into the cryptography space, because that space is what's going to be the one booming in the future. Web developers, coders, and all of that's cool, but that's a saturated market nowadays. And as a kid, I would, if I were a kid now and I know what I know the stuff that I know now, I would go into cryptography, some sub industry within IT that's focused around cryptography. So that's just my 2 satoshis for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you like this video. If you like it, hit that thumbs up. I always get that thumbs down. 1 or 2 haters out there, I see you. Won't you just comment and say you didn't like my video, so we can battle it out, instead of being a little punk about it. It's probably Peter Schiff. But at any rate, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a sub of my channel, make sure you sub. Join my channel, subscribe, and if you subscribe, click that bell, and that will ensure that you are alerted for every video that I upload. Last but not least, check us out in the Webbot chat room. I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video. You can chat with me. I'm in there all day, pretty much, available and able to help, answer any questions that I can. And if I can't, I'm sure we've got almost 1,600 people in there across all 3 rooms, so I'm sure someone will be able to help you out. All right, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.